All right, thank you for joining us in today's series. We're looking at cross-border collections and management, right? So we'll be looking at African countries collections. So depending on the region that your account was profiled for, right? If you are profile for Ghana, Uganda, Zambia, Kenya, and its kind, you're able to receive payment directly from this region, and as well, you're able to send out payment out, depending on the configuration of your Gobeller accounts, right? So not everyone basically have access to the entire infrastructure. This is module-based software as a service or app as a service provider, right? So if you have access to cross-border payment module, um, you have access to a mobile money collection. So, of course, in your mobile money, you need to also specify the countries you want to operate in, right? And also need to have a wallet being created to you by the administrator, right? So you want to go ahead and select organization. Of course, if you are receiving this payment directly as an organization, and you want to select the wallets and specifically you want to receive this payment into, if it's Kenya shilling, or you have in USD or in SEPA, right? Or in Naira. So, of course, other currencies can be configured into your profile specifically, right? So basically, wherever we currently support up to 18 currencies today, will basically allow you to have levels of region where you can receive payments from now. But this account is basically profile for 4 currencies. Okay, 5 currency. We have two crypto and for fiat enabled for this profile, right? So for example, I want to receive payments in Kenya. All you want to do is to select the Kenya and select the type is deposits, right? So basically enter your Kenya account number, enter the mobile money phone number. In my case, this is my mobile money account number for phone number for Kenya. My Kenya phone number, this is it. And of course, if you want to reach out to me whenever I'm in Kenya, right? So you can basically enter description, very short descriptions, and you can basically enter your PIN, which is your transaction PIN initiate. A pop-up will be sent to the phone number. Once approved, the approver is basically entering the PIN for authorization. Once that is done, the balance will be updated automatically as a success, right? And or your account in Gobeller will be updated with the value being received. Likewise, you're also able to send out payments directly to the beneficiary. This is basically if they are available or they're willing to receive or within your limits, basically, right? So of course, if your limits um allow you to transfer up to 10,000 yen shillings, for example, you can. But of course, by default, should be around 5,000 per time. All right. Of course, different currencies have their different limits, which you need to respect for that because of the provider. Right. So basically, what we do, we work with different providers today, and we allow you to select which provider you want to work with. You today are able to work with the local provider, which is Gobeller, and you're also able to switch to Piazza or PowerPay. And so, what that simply means, you need to have an account with this provider. And once you have this account, then you basically bring in your API key and update it into your profile directly. So of course, if I switch to Piazza, that simply means my profile will basically require me to enter the Piazza credentials. So I haven't done that. All collections will basically be settled directly by the provider. And if you're using Gobeller, your settlement land to Gobeller directly. But in this case, in the case of course, my test account, I'll be leaving it in Gobeller, right? But of course, you can have access to different regions, so Flutter Wave, Pair as a Power, and it's kind of course, you're also able to have access to different currency fees, right? So you're able to add what fee you want to charge for different currencies. So all that. So this basically allow you to have your dedicated markup because different currency have their different fees. You don't want to have one fee across different currency so as you do not lose value for that today. We also allow you to determine the FX rate of that. So we use Flutterwave today as the rate provider, right? So of course you can also say can also determine the rate manually. So if you are determining the rate manually, the system practically will allow you enter your entire rates. What rate do you want in for your selling and your buying, so that you can be able to allow the system take your manual rate, right? So of course, if you do not want to always come to update your rates, you can use the automated rates configuration we have that allow our system basically fetch the rate directly. So of course, when we are referring to rate, we are referring to FX rates for USD, pounds, and euro. So that being said, right. So of course, for cross-border, we also have businesses who want to create euro, pounds, and uh, euro, pounds, USD account number. Right. So that's also being configured in the same place. Right. So we have the global provider. Right. So we'll be diving into that on another video. On the global provider, that is basically where you can configure which provider you want to use for creating your USD account, your euro and pounds account number. All you need to do is to hit on the edit and change the provider's name um, real time, right? So that you're able to have those accounts for your customers in mobile app. So additional thing that we've done today on the creation of our account, we understand that some partners are very strict when it comes to KYC verifications and all that today. So that's why we added a section today that basically allow you to receive all virtual account collections. So of course, any customer from the mobile app who wants to get a euro account number, a USD account number, a pounds account number, it basically, as they submit the KYC, it's basically had to come here, right? While you review this KYC, ensure that it's compliant with the terms of service of your provider. Once it does, it hit on the name, verify, and approve. Once you've been approved, be automatically submitted to the processor, and account number will be generated on that currency for your customers. But for the sake of data privacy, I will not be able to click on the name. But of course, in your case, you basically just hit on the name. You see all the data and the IDs of the customer who is requesting for this service, right? And they're also able to approve it so the account number can be generated for this customer, right? So of course, we also have some cases where you want to also on your own end generate um this USD account, pounds or euro account number. You want to also click on the add new virtual account, fill up the three tabs and submit. So account number will also be generated. You're also able to specify if it is a customer uh that has that particular request. So you're able to make this generation. Once that is done, an account will be generated. So have the view collections, which is what we've referred to previously. We'll have the TSQ that basically allow you to reconfirm account number, also collections of payments, so as to avoid crediting customers value that were not authenticated today. Right. So thank you for joining me in this series. We'll be doing more videos as we progress. And if you have any question, feel free to engage our team via the WhatsApp channel or via the dedicated WhatsApp group that was created for your business. Absent of that, do have a wonderful stay. Bye.